Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. On the 18th of April in 75, hardly a man is now alive who remembers that famous day and year. He said to his friend, if the British march by land or sea from the town tonight, hang a lantern aloft in the belfry arch of the North Church Tower as a signal light. One if by land, two if by sea, and I on the opposite shore will be, ready to ride and spread the alarm through every Middlesex village and farm, for the country folk to be up and to arm. Hey everybody, Keith Dotson here, along the old Battle Road in the woods of Massachusetts. I'm shooting landscapes and historic buildings and experiencing the pleasure of New England in summer. Every American school kid recognizes those words written by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow about the events leading up to the start of the American Revolution. In the poem, Paul Revere rides from Boston to Concord, warning that the British are coming. This is that road where Paul Revere would have ridden. In those days, it was called the Bay Road. The truth is, Paul Revere really did ride, but he didn't make it all the way to Concord. He got captured here on this location. But other writers, without the benefit of PR of a famous poem, also rode and were able to warn the colonist militia at Concord. In April 1775, the British Army sent 700 troops to march along this road, 16 miles from Boston to Concord, with the goal of capturing a stash of weapons. They skirmished first with American colonists in the Lexington Common and then carried on to Concord, where they were met by an assembly of armed militia known as the Minutemen. The resulting battle at the Old North Bridge was known as the shot heard round the world. The British were hounded by incessant gunfire for their entire march back to Boston. Overall, they had 73 killed, 174 wounded, and 26 missing. Thousands of Minutemen proceeded on to surround and lay siege to Boston. The War of American Independence had begun. You may notice I'm paying a lot of attention to these old stone walls. They're sort of iconic of New England and very historic. This placard says that a man hid while some British soldiers walked by. Then he fired on them from behind this actual boulder, killing 2 of them. They're buried somewhere back in that undergrowth. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to visit my website at keithdotson.com.